One, Solo, allow me to say this. Dan is a very interesting fellow. And how is he interesting? He's only lamenting, but he's not bringing solutions. He's only saying what he would have done if he would have been elected. But now he's not elected. He's not the current office holder. So one done, you're not the current office holder. So, but your views are very much welcome. You can write a proposal and forward to him. I'm pretty sure he'll listen. He listens to everyone. Nimenote a few things umesema hapa and wacha tuanze. Umesema tunapiga makofi sana because Helena Road inamaliziwa. Yes, we have to clap. We are not clapping because we want to. We are clapping because wale wananchi wamekuwa wakiumia hawataumia tena. Hii barabara ita service watu wengi sana. Number 2, hii barabara iliproposiwa with the former MCA. So the current MCA alipata a continuing project ilikuwa imeanza, but ilikuwa imeallocatiwa pesa, but haikuwa imeanza hata kidogo. Na wakati ilianza atujui ile process ilitumika contractor kupatiwa hii contract. Lakini what we hear, or rather let me just say what I've heard, is that the contractor is a very good friend to the governor. So now and I want you to I want to be very categorical in this question. How do you expect an MCA to hold someone responsible who is in bed with the governor? Number 2, Dan, you need to understand one thing. Governor ndio anapeana authority ya pesa itoke kwa county, not the MCA. Hata utoke hapo uende Kajiado, uende ukamp kwa ofisi ya governor, kama hataki kuachilia pesa ataachilia, and there's nothing you can do about it. We've been complaining for the longest time. Governor mwenyewe ndio alilaunch barabara. I'm pretty sure mnakumbuka wakati wote walikuwa hapa, viongozi wote wa county wote walikuwa hapa, and the reason why tuna clap sasa hivi wakati namalizika ni juu tunaona efforts zile the current MCA ameweka. Let's be realistic. He has really fought for that road. Endless nights making phone calls, endless motions in the county assembly. I'm pretty sure you've seen there's so many videos of him asking for a statement, trying to figure out how the money has been allocated, project imekula pesa kiasi gani, and all that. We've seen him doing all that. So we give credit where it's due. And again, Dan, kuna vitu unaongea and you're losing track. And sorry to say that. How do you tell me right now 10,000 is not 10,000 as it were 5 or 10 years ago? Let's be realistic. Solo 1,000 bob a few years ago ulikuwa unafanya shopping nyingine ya maajabu. Right now ni mayai tray 2 imeisha. Si ni kweli? Hiyo ni unga ngapi? Hii watu wanapenda kula raha. Hiyo ni unga 3 ama 4. Pesa imeisha. Si ni kweli? So Dan, tell me in sincerity, 2 million for grading barabara, you expect it to be long term? Let's just be realistic with each other. Solo tusipige hapa siasa, na we are not tackling the problems as they are. Kitu kingine, if a ward fund, if you have 30 million Solo and you're controlling that money, unaweza kuja na uongelesha wananchi uambie Ongata Rongai acha tupatie barabara fulani 10 million. But again, how big of a stretch is that road? Helena Road pahali imeanzia hadi pahali itafika, it's only 500 meters, right? Na imetumia let's say between 24 and 30 million. So now, and I want Dan to draw a very clear picture of what 7 or 10 million would do for a road that is basically 500 meters long. Imetumia 30 million. So what would 7 million do? What long lasting solution would it have? Hata umwage mawe ina gani? Ni solution gani tunaweza kuwa nayo hapo? Solo speaking, hakuna. We need to find a long lasting solution. And how do we find that solution? 1, ward fund increase. Number 2, MCAs should not work under the mercy of the governor, because right now they are working under the mercy of the governor. Governor akikubali maendeleo yetu ya wodi yako ataleta na atakuja na shangwe na nderemo na atafanya kila kitu anataka. Lakini Kajiado tuna ukabila. Let's be realistic. Huyu governor hizi kuwa hata impeached kwa sababu wale watu wanachaguliwa pale ni wa Masai wenzake, and these people are tribal. Let's call a spade a spade. And I'm sorry to say that nimekuwa nikiona several posts zinasema ati kama hujazaliwa Kajiado wewe si mwana Kajiado. Mimi nimezaliwa pa Kajiado, ila Hali si Masai, lakini ukienda pale county huwezi pata kazi juu jina lako. 1, there's tribalism in our county assembly. Number 2, the governor does what he wants because there is no oversight. The senator is sleeping on his work. MCAs wapa Kajiado North because let's be realistic, Kajiado North ndio iko na it's the only sub county that is diversified in terms of let's say Kajiado East and North, diversified in terms of communities living there. But ukienda kama Kajiado, kule Kajiado town yenyewe, Kajiado town yenyewe kule kwenye assembly ziko. Have you seen the roads in that area? Those are amazing. Tarmac everywhere. Why is it not happening in Kajiado North? And it's not only, Dan is personalizing this problem that is only in Ongata Rongai ward. That is where he's going wrong. This problem is not in Ongata Rongai ward. It's a problem in Kajiado North. Nataka kuwe very specific using that term. Solo. Kajiado North. Don't just say Ongata Rongai done. You're trying to score political points hapa. And there are no voters here. It's just me and you. Let's address issues as they are. Tusipita hapa tukipiga siasa. Mimi sipigi siasa juu mwanzo mimi hamna kitu nasimama solo. Si ni kweli? Hakuna kitu nasimama because I am saying things as they are. We have a problem. And what is the problem? The money is allocated for the ward development is too little. One, we have inflation. 1,000 is not 1,000 anymore. So a road worth 2 million would amount next to nothing. Kukinyesha hiyo barabara imeenda yote. And I want to repeat this question to Dan again. Helena Road is only 500 meters long. It's shorter than Fatima South. It's shorter than ile 5th Avenue. Sini kweli? So Dan, explain to us in diagrams or whatever symbols you want to use or whatever animals you'll decide to throw in. How you expect 7 million to sort out a road over 2 kilometers long? One, you cannot allocate the entire 30 million to one road. The other residents of the other sub-locations are going to feel left out. So you have to find a way to balance these people. So with that said, allow me to leave it at that.
Kindly, Leon, you said Helena Road is allocated 24.5. I understand that's true. But initially, it was allocated in the financial year 2022-2023. And the reason as to why even the residents of Helena Road went to court, it is because they really wanted to be compensated. Because the road was to pass past corner shop to the bridge with the 30 million. That was the allocation that was to do that. Vile abracadabra zilifanywa ikasemekana ifanywe na 24.5 to corner shop, hiyo ndio hatuelewi. So the rest, hiyo party ingine itafanywa na nini na ilikuwa imearoketiwa mpaka kwa bridge. Kitu ya pili ambayo ndugu yangu unafaa kuelewa, umepeana mfano na Kajiado Central na ukasema kule assembly inakuagwa. Na ukasema it is tarmac all over. But you have forgotten that at the beginning of this show, ulituambia ya kwamba all over the country, governors wamenyima MCAs pesa. Hakuna barabara zinatengenezwa. So I just want to believe ya kwamba uko hapa right on camera ukitudanganya ya kwamba Kenya mzima ma MCAs wamenyimwa pesa na hawatengenezi mabarabara. Lakini unarudi unatuambia kwa sababu huko tuko diversified na kule ni Masaini kuna barabara za lami. So nisaidie kuelewa kwa nini tena imekuwa all of a sudden Kajiado inatengenezwa na huku haitengenezwi.
So allow me to respond.
Okay, dakika moja ya mzungu.
Dan is raising a very valid point, but he's forgetting one thing. If you live at home, you have to beautify your home, right? You cannot unbeautify your home and uende ukatengeneze kwingine. If you live umechaguliwa hapa, si ni kweli? Lazima utatengeneza hapo. And because you have all the resources the county has to offer, you'll start there. That's true, right? The problem ni countrywide done. Mimi sijui una watch news gani. I fail to understand. Sijui kama you watch TV foreign or you watch what we have in the country. Yes, unless you watch Al Jazeera. The problem is countrywide. That is what I can say. And how is it countrywide? It's countrywide because governor develop ile area anatoka. And that's very true. The only area the governor comes from or where his clan is, that's where they develop most. One, we have to understand the dynamic of Kajiado. No. There's no problem. There's no problem. There's no problem. Wherever he comes from, there's no problem. But let me ask you a question. Where is his official home? No, where is his official home? The official home given by the county government of Kajiado. Where is it located at? Let's say something that we are so sure of. The official, Dan, and I want you to get my point very clearly. The official, the official home of the governor is in Kajiado Central. Let's be realistic. That is where his official. So you see, Solo, there's no way the governor is going to use a road full of potholes to get to his house. Where unaweza kubali uko na pesa, you're controlling a 1.4 billion. Or no, it's not 1.4 billion. I think it's 12 billion that they receive from the national government. If you control 12 billion, would you be comfortable being a governor, residing in a particular area, using a road that is full of potholes to access your home? And you're the governor. Of course, you're going to develop that place. And you're going to develop your other town. Now, I want them to understand one point. What is Kajiado? Kajiado is a county that is mostly inhabited by nomadic people. Let's be realistic. And I say this out of respect for their culture. One, they have no use for these small roads. Right? They have no use for feeder roads. One, ukiingia kule ndani, hizo ni mashamba. Wanalima. And who goes to their farms? Ni sisi wanunuzi. If you buy in wholesale, you're going to find your way. So sisi wale tunaenda kule ndio tuko na shida. Ilhali wao wako sawa, do whatever they need tunawapelekea kule. I know we are short on time. Helena Road ilikuwa allocated 30 million, I think initially. How it got to 24.5 million, I'm not aware. But now let's be realistic. How do you advocate for a road? And you fail to give way for that road. You want to be compensated for a road that you want. It's common sense done. You want something, I have the means to give it to you. You cannot come back to me asking for more money.
So that million was enough for the...
No, it was not enough. As long as you people are getting a road that you're going to use on a day-to-day basis, you should be comfortable enough to give way for the road. I mean, you're not being told to vacate your entire plot. You're only being told, give a small piece of it for the road, not for personal development. I believe so, Solo, yeah. Right? But how do you go to court to block? I believe these residents are the same people who went to court and prolonged this process. Why? They wanted compensation. So, tukianza ku compensate Solo, the budget is that 24.4 million. If we start compensating you because the road is going to eat a little bit of your piece of plot, what are you going to be left with?
Leon, I wanted to remind you that those guys did not just go to court because they have encroached. They went to court because they have their freehold title deeds for those properties. I did not say they were encroached. I never said. No. You said they need a road.
They need a road, and we have the means to give the road.
So you want to give them a road, and you just want to demolish a part of their property.
We come to you and say, please give us a portion of your road so that we can have a good road.
Is it workable?
Yes, it's doable. Because then if your road to your home is impassable, and I come and tell you, can you just donate a piece of land?
Thank you.
A piece of land
Thank
for
you.
the road construction.
Anyway, I just want to remind you, as you have said, let me take this, that you don't know where the 24.5 came from out of the 30 million. True?
Are you aware? If you are aware, please furnish us.
I'm also not aware, and that's what the reason as to why I asked.
So we cannot
you came here
that we have no information about.
Leon.
So let's put that to rest, and let's
Leon,
on what we have.
You came here. You came here as one of those who work for the office of the MCA in Ongata Rongai. True or false?
That is not true.
Asante sana. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru kwa muda wenyu, kwa wakaji wote Ongata Rongai. Imekuwa ni kipindi chenyu kutoka Rongai. Tumekuwa tunazungumzia hali halisi Rongai. Kila juma tutakuwa tunakutana ili kuweza kujadiliana na kuleta masuala ambayo yatatusaidia katika jamii ili kuleta maendeleo dhabiti. So tunashukuru kwa wageni wetu wa leo Dan na Lee kwa kuweza kuitikia mwito ili tuweze kujadiliana kiupana na urefu. Na mazungumzo haya ni mazungumzo binafsi, ni maoni kutoka kwa mtu binafsi. Kipindi chetu akiusiki ama kiegemei pande yote. Sisi tuko katika kuleta mazungumzo kihaki na kuleta mazungumzo bayana ili wakaaji wa Ongata Rongai waweze kujisikia na waweze kujitathminia kwamba je, ni nani anazungumza kiukweli, je, ni nani anaegemea pande ya ukweli, na je, ni nani anazungumza kwa milengo ya kisiasa, na ni nani anazungumza kwa minajili ya kuweza kukuza mtaa wetu wa Ongata Rongai. Hadi juma lijayo, kwa majina ni Solo Dennis na nashukuru kwa kutazama.